This is the Bio Afro Business Instagram page. It's a directory of Afro businesses, and I organized it in different categories. So we have men's fashion, kids stuff, and when you slide through, you will see the item, and I tag the business in it. So you see there. And I make sure I put the name, I keep the name up top so you can see, and at the bottom I would put in general what this business offers, so you won't be guessing, and you will see that they also don't sell only one thing if they do have different type of stuff. And I also add edits that I do. It's all about aesthetic. Have grocery shipping companies, so again I tag them, and they Hey Royals, so I'm back with another video. This is another video with tips and advice. I'm really trying to check for my millennials, even though I hate being put in that category because I feel like I'm so different from like the typical millennials, but let's face it, I guess I'm a part of it. I was just raised differently. So yeah, these tips are about, like, I know a lot of us get in the stuck and confused like gray area zone. Like, you graduated school or you're about to graduate, you live with your parents, but you ain't trying to be there like till you 30. Some people, they can milk it, you know, they have the privilege, their parents probably let them do whatever they want. I feel like, honestly, if your parents let you do whatever you want, you kind of have time to chill. Like, you don't have to rush or feel like you need to compete with the other people your age who's already like doing what they gotta do, already have a business. Most people who already have a business, they literally needed their own money, like, because they don't get anything handed out to them at all. And like, I'm one of those people. But I really thought of this video because I'm always in a gray area of like what to do. I'll be doing something and then I feel like I should be doing something better or different. Especially like I'm from a Caribbean background, I'm first generation American, so it's a lot of expectation that, especially if you have cousins and stuff that graduated or they're in the army, everybody wants you to make that money so you can take care of them. Even though, yeah, it's ethically it should be like that, but it's like, nah, I don't have to take care of you. But ethically, it's like, of course I would take care of like who took care of me, especially if I have it. Like, it don't make sense for me to be greedy if I have it. But anyways, this video is for people who always get pushed, like when family always think that college is the solution. I feel like at this point everybody knows college is not the solution. It's cool to have like your cute diploma and stuff to show your children, like, yeah, I did go to college despite how I decided to do some life choices or whatever. And it's cool to show your kids, like, you know, even though I had you, it didn't stop me from getting where I need to get or whatever. You know, it's good bragging points, but I feel like we all know that college don't dig nobody out of their like debt, or dig them out of like having a whole separate different life than what their parents did. Because most people went to college, we all know, and they get those jobs, they hate the job, but they only there because the check look nice. They could vacation with their spouse or their side boo or whatever whenever they want. They could put up them Instagram pics whenever they want. But people be miserable. And also what I've learned with paying attention to a lot of like business videos, business Instagrams, is that the goal should be to have more than one source of income. And a lot of our parents and grandparents and whatever don't know like the benefits of that, because we will watch them struggle with one little check trying to spread it across all these bills that's not going to disappear anytime soon. And I really don't want the pattern to continue. Like, I feel like our generation have no excuse why if you're struggling, I feel like you wanted to struggle, because we have so much resources and stuff. And it is true that it's hard to find that information, but not really. Like it's mostly hard to find the motivation and the support. But what I learned is that you have to be your own support system, and you kind of got to do things as if you have no one that can help you or no one you could depend on. You literally got to move like it's just you, even though you probably got grandma and grandpa, everybody looking out for you, but you literally got to do stuff like it's just you, because it's not that hard. But my main tip for this video is like, don't go directly to college, especially if you literally don't know what to do there. Because me, I went directly from high school to college, and I was 17 when I graduated, and now I'm 24. I don't care, I'm not ashamed to say it, I still don't have no diploma yet. I've been in and out of college because I'm just like, probably the one is just gonna work out. Like, I mean, I know it's not gonna just work out, but I feel like it's supposed to be the goal. Like, I'm here because that's what everyone says is gonna help me make the money that I want. Like, I've been working since I was 16. I'm tired of working for people. Like, I'm over it. I want to do something where I can check in and check out wherever I want, because I literally have the personality that I can't be on someone else's routine. I could be on my own routine because it's me, but I don't feel good like having to keep, I don't mind answering to people, but I would prefer not to. Like, you know, a lot of us are like that. So I feel like don't waste your time going to college. And if you're gonna do all of that extra stuff and do go to school, I would say go to a trade school. I say go to a trade school because it's, I wouldn't say easier, but it makes more sense. Instead of like working a 9 to 5 or working a 12 to a 6 in the morning for another small company, I would say like get a trade, like do plumbing. Like, you can do anything that you can graduate within like 4 to 6 months. And because those things, they are like the jobs that people don't think about at all, and those are the jobs that pay. A lot of people be bougie, especially a lot of guys. They be like pretty boys. They don't want to do plumbing because they don't want to get their hands dirty or whatever. It's a lot of women who say they could do men's jobs. So how about you get in the plumbing programs, get in that electrician program, and get you a trade? Like, I feel like that is the ticket. Get a trade. So even though while you're working that trade, your money is still good, you still live in you're still obtaining your lifestyle. You can do trucking, you can do a lot. If you don't like people, do trucking. Like, you don't have to be around nobody. You in a truck by yourself all day, every day, jamming to your music or whatever. If you have a family, do something that you get to come home at a certain time. Like, you know, certain jobs you could be like, look, I finish at 7, I got family to go to, whatever, you know, even though it's like the same thing, the same routines of stuff and whatnot. But I would say like it's more beneficial. You're not really punched in on like the minimum you will make is like $12. Like, that's not fair. It's not cool. So if you have a trade, you work in the trade, and then once you get used to your schedule, you go to college. You know, you can still get your degree. Because I was first in college for business, and then I went for like liberal arts because I didn't know what else to major in. I just know I'm supposed to be in college. I need some type of degree. So I was like, let me just go do that. I left. I kept having to go back to work for somebody else, and I was just over it. I have the type of personality, I literally leave if I'm not happy in any situation. I'm trying to stop that. It's a really nasty habit. But but the reason why I'm like giving you guys this advice, because recently I just enrolled into esthetician school. So esthetician school is like basically the people at the spas that give facials, they give type of face treatments, all that type of stuff, and you can elevate your license and dip into different stuff in beauty, and you could just be like a person that does it all in the spa and beauty world. So like, if you do cosmetology, I would say definitely get your esthetician license, because it's a plus that you that you're a heavy hitter like that. And a lot of people will really look at your salon. Like if somebody's unreliable at your job, you can do a facial in 45 minutes and you could give homegirl a washing set. Like, so it's good to like collect different trades, collect different licenses and certifications, because it really makes you a heavy hitter. Like it's all cute to be like, yeah, I have what they call it, computer science, blah blah blah, and the people who you really want to work for in computer science is not even hiring you. But if you had a trade, it would be no sweat off your back, because you know you don't gotta go to roll into no interview. You just show them like your credentials and they're like, all right, you cool, and you could map out however long you want to be there, however short you want to be there. So I decided to go into esthetician school. I'm doing the fast track, so within like 4 months I should be done, and then I can either do freelance or work in a spa. So I still have like a couple ideas of like what I wanted to do, but I know at the end of the day my goal is that I want to work for myself, and I do plan on going back to college. Before I went into the esthetician class, I was in college majoring in radiology, but the math was kicking my ass, I can't even lie. And I was just like, you know what, Kayla, you can't leave school and not do nothing. You can't leave school and go back work in a job, a same type of job that you just left. You need to get something that you don't gotta worry, and that you're in control of how much money you make. You don't gotta be picking up shifts because you either rent is due or you trying to get this house really quick because somebody else about to buy it, you know? I feel like with trades, you're more in control. So I would say get a trade first. If you just graduating from high school, get a trade first. If you already mapped out and you know your plan and you like, you know what, I need to go straight to college for this because I want to graduate at a certain age, I don't blame you. Do that, that works. But if you're in a gray area, you're stuck, look at jobs that you never looked at. If you see people who doing like the drill thing, see what they call that, look to see where they do the classes. You see bus drivers, ask the bus driver, how did you get this job or whatever. You see a dental assistant, ask them what they had to do or whatever. You see a dermatologist assistant, ask them where they, like, don't be scared to try to like take control of your life and just listen to like what the older people say. The older people don't know how to maneuver this new world. I feel like this is the time that you should be overtaking grown people's advice about as far as like careers, unless they were able to navigate in this world. A lot of older people still don't know how to transition and navigate in this new world. So get a trade. That's my advice. Like, get a trade and build your life from there, and you will be like so much happier. It will be less stress, less racking your brain. If you have a trade, if you have a lot of people, like, I saw this girl in my school when I was going to college. She was pregnant. Like she was about like probably just started, so it's probably like 4 months, and she just started enrolling, and she probably was like, I'm gonna do this program for 2 years and I'm gonna be a radiologist already, and my child will be 2 years old. But what happens in between that though? You still gotta kill yourself and work at Starbucks and work at over here. The father gotta go get 3 jobs just so y'all could buy Pampers and all of that. You need your own apartment because there's no space in your mother's house, and his mother didn't want him to have no kid at that age or whatever, even though they're like 22, but parents be mad at whatever age you have kids. So, but if you have a trade already, 4 months, you have a career, basically a career before the child is born, and you don't even have to stress that much. It's just more simple. It's just simpler. So that's my advice to my millennials. So yeah, stay blessed, keep being hopeful, do not give up. Like, I have those moments, but please don't beat yourself up about it. Please. All it does is counteract what you're trying to do. Try to stay as positive as you can, and you can do it. Like, I feel like no one can fail, and like you're not meant to fail. You wasn't born to fail. You're supposed to be great. So make sure you find what you're great at and just conquer it. That's my advice to you, Royals. Later.